So in this lesson, I want to discuss with you the potential cost to get started with your short-term rental business. These numbers should excite you because you will see that it's not that difficult to raise these kind of funds and get started and be up and running before the end of the month, being profitable with your Airbnb or your short-term rental business model. Let's say, for example, you negotiated with an apartment complex, somebody with a condominium or a townhouse, and it was a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. You went in, and we're approaching this as an arbitrage with the arbitrage method, meaning that we don't own anything. We're renting to rent, and we find a place. We negotiate. The monthly rent is $1,500. We put our security deposit down of $750. Utilities are running us about $95 to $100 a month. Business formation, if we choose to do this up front, is running us around $500. So in Texas, it's around $500 to file, $300 for the filing fee, and then it'll be around $200 if you're hiring somebody, and that's the roughly charge you for the services like LegalZoom and these other platforms. But again, this number will vary from state to state. Some states it may be free. So state to state, country to country, this will vary. So look it up in your state to see what the cost will be for the business formation. From there, you furnish the place. This can run you from $2,500 to $3,000 for a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. Now you're ready for business. Total startup can cost you around $5,000 to $5,800, depending on your location, depending on what you want the look to be. Whether you're going for luxury, whether you're going for modern, whether you're going for minimalist. So depending on what you want the look to look like and what kind of avatar or customer you're trying to attract, that's going to determine kind of how you furnish it and how much that will cost. From there, you're hiring a photographer, or if you know how to take great pictures yourself, then so be it. You're furnishing a place, hiring a photographer, creating the description and the listing, and getting it up and running on Airbnb, on Verbo, on Booking.com, on all of these various platforms, and your short-term rental business is up and running and making you money. Now, in this lesson, I also want to discuss the profit potential, short-term rental versus traditional rental, and let you see some real numbers. I'll also give you an example of an arbitrage that we did in Midtown, or the Richmond area of Houston, and the numbers, so you can actually see again what numbers look like. So, profit potential for a short-term rental property, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. This was one case study that we did. Property right off of Edlow in Richmond, and we negotiated. We did the arbitrage. Monthly rent was $1,700, by the way, for this 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Gross revenue monthly was roughly $4,000. Utilities was running us around actually $125 to $175. Of course, you want to always add in cleaning fees because this is the most important piece of your team. So $300 for cleaning fees. Our monthly net cash flow was still over $2,000 a month for one Airbnb or short-term rental property. Now let's talk about traditional versus short-term rental and what the picture really looks like. Now let's say in this example, you have a property that you actually have bought and held. Whether you got it through a subject to, whether you owner financed it, whether you just bought it outright, or you got hard money and you purchased the property. Let's just say you actually acquired the property. You have the property as one of your doors. The traditional rent in the area is $1,700. So now you're renting this out for $1,700 a month because that's what the market can hold for this property. Now, once you factor in your monthly mortgage, plus taxes, insurance, and all of those other fees that go into the monthly maintenance of the property, you're coming out of pocket with $1,350 a month. That means that your net cash flow from this one property is $375. Now that's not bad. If you can get any property that's cash flowing you more than $300 a month, in a traditional sense, that's not bad. But now let's look at the same property as a short-term rental. So the same 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, your short-term rental monthly activity is grossing you around $4,380. After you take out mortgage, taxes, insurance, the same $1,350, plus your utilities may have run you about $300. Your cleaning fees may have run you about $500 for that month or a little more. You're still stuck with around $2,000 or $2,200 or so net cash flow. So as you can see from this example, your potential is more than 5 times the profit potential compared to the traditional route. So again, there is no better model that can make you money as fast as short-term rental in the real estate space. And you can clearly see from this example, net cash flow of $375, just renting it out for $1,700 a month, long-term rental, and after you deduct all of your monthly fees, and then the same property that you're short-term renting, and you're grossing over $4,000 for that property, and after the same fees, plus even actually extra fees, utilities are a little higher, your cleaning fees are added in, you're still netting 5 times the profit you would be getting from just collecting the $300 every month. So as you can see, short-term rental has a lot of potential and can cost you very little, if anything, to get started if you approach it correctly, and also bring in the right partners and create the right business model. I'll see you on the next lesson.